north of downtown LA. We're live from beautiful Dodger Stadium. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Ronald Acuna is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now into the box, Freddie Freeman having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now at the plate, here is Trevor Story. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. 1 ball, no strikes the count. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Turned it loose on 2-0, but he popped it up over to the right side of the infield. Muncy is there, and the side is retired. Set down 1-2-3. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Mike Soroka gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the elite pitchers in the game right now. As a matter of fact, this guy's got a shot to win the Cy Young in the National League. One of the things he does very well, he establishes the strike zone, and he pitches deep into games.
Guys, one of Dero's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Got him to go down swinging there. Mookie Betts is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Justin Turner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Here's Corey Seager. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now it's set swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still no score. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Austin Riley. First pitch of the AB on its way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the leg. Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 28 home runs and 64 runs batted in. And it's fouled away. Riley aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
From the stretch, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. The batter will be William Contreras as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch on the way.
Nope, outside.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the...
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Three and 0 now. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And this is lined hard to deep left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Alex Jackson will come on now and run at third base following the injury. The batter will be Christian Pache. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
1-1 the count. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fouled away.
Got to believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's going to have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. First delivery to him. Johan Camargo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here comes the 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Ronald Acuna will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the base. Alex Jackson will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cody Bellinger is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Here now is Will Smith, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
That's
Too low, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Soroka is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They trail this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So with one gone for him here in the inning, let's check out our current standings, and you can see they enter play with a 2-game lead in the division race. Trevor Story is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Bauer into his motion. Here's the delivery. Now a ground ball to Seager at short. Scooped up in time to first, and there are 2 away. So next to bat will be Austin Riley, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Here's the 0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Bellinger finds some space out there for the catch. Digging in will be Edwin Rios. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-1.
Hey!
Now a swinging bunt. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. Next up is Max Muncy. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes.
Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Oh my goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pache gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2. Striding in is Alex Jackson as we begin the top of the 4th. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. So up steps Ozzie Albies. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Line drive snagged on a short hop on the first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. 2 gone now in the Braves half of the 4th, and that brings up William Contreras. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Down. Here's Mookie Betts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Nick. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Here comes the 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hard hit at third. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging two-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Justin Turner is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Betts on at first, nobody out. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even a 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Albies picks it up. A bare hand for one. On to Freeman, a double play. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to happen.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Now it'll be Christian Pache. He'll start off the fifth in this one. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the next to bat will be Johan Camargo. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. A ball and no strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. 2 down. Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Once again, a 3-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves are... Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney. So here's Cody Bellinger. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Will Smith, as it's on the ground toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here. This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Fouled off. Smith gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Digging in next, Edwin Rios, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
D-Bro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
1 ball.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. He's set and the pitch. Chris Taylor is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Blake Trinan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch.
The count's 1-1.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
0-1.
Trevor Story is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Austin Riley comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
A ball and a strike. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Up next, Alex Jackson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. He's set, now the pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Ozzie Albies would be next. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So stepping in is Ozzie Albies, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Freeman rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3 balls, no strikes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Christian Pache, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here and play. Now to the plate is the Dodgers' designated hitter, Justin Turner. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. In there, 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Pache has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Next up for Los Angeles, Corey Seager. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. Gone!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Lifted the other way to left center. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
No ball,
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
A.J. Pollock stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
No ball, 2
A
strikes.
swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Edwin Rios is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Joe Kelly is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll, and next will be the switch-hitting 3rd baseman, Johan Camargo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Betts. And he makes the catch in the corner. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Pitch on the way.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score.
Nope,
Easy
that's the
take
ball.
there on the sinker, well off the outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. The 1-1 home.
One ball.
Very rarely does a
strikes.
pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here's the first pitch. Chris Taylor comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with one out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Mookie Betts is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Long run, but he gets there. Tommy Kahnle has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Austin Riley is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Count now, a ball and a strike. So 1-1 home.
Ball, that's out.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. 3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
There's ball 4. Digging in will be Alex Jackson. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, man, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
That's popped up. Muncy trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Coming forward now is the Braves' designated hitter, William Contreras. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And it's fouled away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Riley at second. Albies on at first with 2 down. Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. The next to bat for Atlanta, Christian Pache. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
The 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And he fouls this one off. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the veteran DH, Justin Turner. Cody Hoyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he's underneath that one for the first strike.
Whoo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The count, 0-2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
First offering on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Riley will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So here's Johan Camargo. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. from the stretch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Camargo aboard here at first with nobody out. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike 1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit sharply on the ground. Barehanded for 1 on the first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Stepping up is Freddie Freeman, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the opener here at home as